dance is not what you may think. It is the most powerful method I've found to allow my shadow self, the parts of my psyche I tend to deny, to be freely and safely expressed. I have cried more times while dancing than any other activity. Not only is it immensely healing emotionally, it's also great exercise and keeps me creative. When most people think about dance, they think about learning a specific routine from a teacher. They think of technique and skill. And for me, dance isn't about that at all. It's about letting whatever movements I'm feeling just flow out of me, improvisationally. In terms of emotion, I think most people also think of celebration and joy when they think of dance. For me, dance is often not about positive emotion. It's mainly about the release of negative emotion, pain, sadness, rage. It's about embodying power and intensity, and also softness and vulnerability, both the masculine and the feminine. Here's how I approach dancing. Instead of focusing on making my physical movements beautiful or interesting, I just focus on the song I'm dancing to. I become that song in motion and emotion, from my body to my face. Dancing is the best way I've found to allow my emotions to surface. I personally tend to suppress my negative emotions, specifically my rage, my frustration, and my sadness. To be clear, I have no trouble talking about these difficult emotions, but expressing them in the moment is what's harder for me, and dance allows me to embody them in a way that feels safe to me. When dancing, I can safely express my shadow self. Again, I've cried countless times while dancing. I've felt a beautiful sort of wrath as well. If you're someone who wants to cry more or feel more powerful, let dance bring that out of you. So welcome to the Healthy Home Guide. This is a place where I share practical tips for creating a safe and healthy home, whether the word home refers to your house or your body. So please go ahead and like this video and subscribe because it helps the YouTube algorithm shine its favorable light upon me. So here's another reason why I like dance. From a practical, time-saving standpoint, it's an extremely efficient activity because you're accomplishing 3 things at once: improving your physical body, doing something creative, and expressing trapped emotions and energies. Dance is exercise, creative, and therapeutic. Another thing I like about it is that I feel I'm clearing the space around me energetically with my movements, which have the power of my emotions behind them. When I really get into it, I notice that my movements become pretty strange. So if you're observing yourself dance and you find that you're a bit weirded out, that probably means you're doing it right. You might know that many cultures have used dance as a way to bring about altered states of consciousness. Sometimes I feel like that. I feel like I'm performing lost rituals or something when I dance. Movements from another place in space and time, like movements that have a powerful effect in a realm I can't see. I imagine myself slinging energy around, like opening and closing giant gates within the planet's influence. Here are some tips to ensure you're actually doing the kind of dance I'm talking about in this video. 1. Dance to your very favorite songs of all time. Even if they don't seem like particularly dancey songs, the songs you choose matter more than anything. I find that I must have a deep connection with the songs I dance to in order for my movements to embody my spirit properly. If you're not feeling it, put on a different song. Different songs bring vastly different emotions, intensities, and types of movement. 2. Dance alone, where no one can interrupt you or make you feel self-conscious in any way. Think of it as a moving meditation. It's good for people who have trouble sitting still and meditating, like me. Those of us with a lot of mental static. 3. You don't need to care how good you are. I've had no dance training whatsoever, and I've grown to love the way I dance, even if I can't point my toes. A couple final points I just want to mention. I want to acknowledge that dance can be more challenging or even not feasible at all for people with mobility issues or chronic fatigue. Consider that dance doesn't have to look any particular way. Like, you can dance with only your arms, you can dance really slowly, etc. Next point. If you're interested in finding community and connection and are motivated by group activities, consider taking a dance class. Classes like that aren't for me, admittedly, but you're almost certainly not me, so you might like them. Lastly, astrologically, if you have Mars in detriment like me or in fall, dance can be actually a great scenic back road to allow fiery, powerful Mars energy to come through you. So I'm wondering, what method do you use to get in touch with your emotions? Respond down below in the comments if you would. Also, let me know if you have any questions, and please like this video and subscribe. And most importantly, I really appreciate that you watched all the way until the end, so thank you. All right, well, see you later.